What do you like for the challenge?
I don't know, man. I feel like, you know, SPY being at all-time highs, I still think it's going to come down. I'm much more worried about doing calls than I am the puts that I'm holding, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, I just think it's insane. It's being pushed up this high. Let's see, get you out of there. I mean, it's just where I'm at with it. I mean, it really is insane to see it up this high. Let's see, let's get it set up. Have a gander. IWM's breaking below its EMAs. Hasn't done that since 1st of April. Which I sold my IWM puts because I thought it was gonna. I felt like it had more headroom than the SPY did. And the Q's up to like 327 now. That's gonna bite me in the ass in itself. Let's get all this switched over. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? IWM, IWM. There it is. And then DXY is breaking down because we're trying to throw more money at the markets. Oh yeah, look at that.
Just hold.
Just hold. Is that Jeff? What's up, man?
Yeah.
See, we got Krista in here. We got J-Dub. Good morning. How are you doing?
Well, it's gonna come down after open.
You think so?
IWM's coming down after open.
Okay. I'm going to take your word for it.
It's gotta come down because I'm still holding.
Getting my stuff set up now. Then we can get into it. Justin, how you doing? I see you're on live stream. Y'all give me 1 second and then we'll get started.
Who's on? He's just not in here yet.
Hmm?
Jen's online, but he's not in here yet.
Oh, I got you. It's probably like, man, these dudes are tripping. Hold. Hodl that thing. Let's see, multi-stream. Pull that out.
Yeah. And another group of men besides Dylan's.
Yeah. Looks like Dylan did. Oh, go ahead.
We were looking at SPY this morning, and it's looking like it's getting ready to top out again.
I'm ready for it. You know, I still have those 2 SPY puts that are pretty much worthless at this point.
So do I.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were in this with me. I gotta pull this Facebook link out real quick and then we'll go. Does it actually show the event? It doesn't. How's everybody's weekend? How's your weekend, Jeff?
I worked as usual.
Yeah.
But new under-cabinet lighting in the house.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna send y'all a picture. We did a bunch of yard work and we have these large oak trees surrounding, like lining the front of our house, and we live on a corner block. Man, the amount of leaves is insane. Covered up my entire garden. Let's see, events. There. Alright, about to get ready to go. to get ready to go.
Speaker feedback's loud.
It's because of you. You're the only person. Justin, do you have that same issue?
Yeah, that's why I like starting.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was just Jeff, and I was like, you know what, Jeff? Deal with it.
You get about.
That better now? Okay. Okay. You're welcome. Alright, I'm good now. Limited on option buying power this week. Have to wait for deposit to settle. Yeah, I had to set up my third account. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I still have my Webull too that I haven't even looked at. I was expecting that, I was expecting to get some type of notification back, but just catching up with everything. I woke up late this morning, so got started late this morning. Of course, I was up till like 3 o'clock. Darth Vader wanted to take over the world at 2:30 this morning. She was on a mission. Alright, so looking into it, QQQ sitting right around, or we can start with the SPY. It's sitting around 403.40. QQQ is currently sitting around 327.30. And then the IWM is actually pulling down a little bit. It has a pretty strong gap down to fill to about 224s, and looks like it's already starting its move to do so, or at least come back to the 180 around the 223s. The DXY is currently breaking a support level right now that has been trading under since the 30th. Sometime in the 29th is when we broke above it, which is around the 92.82 levels, which actually played resistance. I was expecting this to stay support, but with us continuing to print money, it's only going to bring that down on us even more. So I want to see where the US 10-year is. See what it's doing. It's sitting around 1.723 right now. I haven't looked at it all morning. Looks like it bounced off the 180 on the 1 hour and gapped up this week, along with everything else. So back in those higher ranges. I want to see if it stays above, or can get above 173 and stays above that. Then we'll see some downward pressure. Even a little bit higher than that, probably around, quit moving screen, right around 174.5. So let me get this other PC set up too as well, so I can utilize it. So Justin was asking earlier what my thoughts were on the markets today, and I'll tell you, I feel much more worried about doing calls on the market with it being peaked out right now than the puts I've actually had since last week, and actually took on like a $300 theta burn over the 3-day period over the weekend. I think I currently hold about, haven't slept, I understand that. Same here, J-Dub. But I currently hold, I think I have 4 SPY puts and 3 Qs. So my numbers might be wrong. I might be a little bit lower than what I expect, but that's fine. It'll leave me about, I blew this account up to about $800, which is more than enough to play with for me, and pick it right back up. I still have my RMO calls. I expect that to pick up. Let me see where it's at this morning. As far as, doesn't even look like it's market has any market change at all. Oh wait, I might be looking at the wrong thing. Let me see. It's up about 0.34% this morning. Or is that 34 cents? Why doesn't I have my market? Don't have my cell phone set up properly, apparently. I need to get that fixed. Coffee. Yes, Steve. Steve never joins us, but he always talks about it. Let's see. Need to pick up my TOS system real quick. Alright. disconnect this. Let's do. Oh yeah. Let's do that and make it easy. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so QQQ one side. Take away the time intervals. I don't think I have time. Nope. Take that off. Alrighty. Who do we have in the Discord call? Jeff, Jen. Good morning, Jen. How are you doing? And Krista. Get that back situated. Look at the daily trade log. I think we've been sitting around a 3 for the most part of the morning. One thing that stood out to me is, of course, the European markets are still down for the holiday weekend, so we won't have that factored in into the trading log. So you see, if you look right here, it has a 3 on the international markets, but only showing the Nikkei at 1. So honestly, in theory, we're going to have to discount that international score back to a 1. So we would technically be sitting at a 1 if it wasn't for that. And I need to, seems like I need to adjust this thing for holidays for the most part. But so that's, we're teeter-tottering on a line of just breaking down or pushing higher, but on the green side for the most part. The VIX picked up about 1.56%. Last I saw, I think on Friday, that thing was actually sitting below or around $16. And of course, this is the VIX for the S&P 500. I want to look at the CBOE VIX as well. Yeah, it's sitting at 1716. I'm sorry. And then let's look at this one. Volatility index. It's at 1753. Same thing, pretty much. All right, same thing actually. Now that I look at it. Anyways, so it's pulled down, but it picked up about what was that? What did I say? 1.53%, 56%. Crude's down if you have any crude stocks that you're holding on to for the day at least. I saw something about crude where OPEC will be discussing extensions, I think on the 26th of April, so something to watch out for. Copper is up, which is in the precious metals segment where a lot of people go to hedge their accounts when they expect the markets to pull back. I'm not sure if that's playing a part here or not, but as far as our U.S. equities, the Dow Jones is up about 0.75%, 0.76 to be precise, and then S&P is up about 0.68, NASDAQ 0.81, and the Russell is up 1.25%. So, like I said earlier, though, I am much more concerned with buying calls at this point than I am with the puts that I'm holding currently, due to the fact that we're topped out on the SPY. I think the weight of that will pull down on everything else. I'm just not comfortable with doing any calls on it specifically. Now, if the markets do continue to go up, what we can do is utilize options on individual stocks for the small account challenge. 3 that I have in mind are PLTR, Apple, and Tesla, believe it or not. With the QQQ picking up as well as it has, those things have been pinned down. I think they have a lot of pent down pressure. I saw some stuff over the weekend where they're actually breaking daily trends, and we can look at that going into the morning. And looking at PLTR to at least go to like $32 from what they're saying, and Tesla potentially could break above that 695 and head back towards the 750 levels. Whether or not that's going to happen, I don't know, because the markets are already topped out as is. It could all come down and kill that whole strategy to begin with. So it is Monday. Markets were already up, so I don't think that people are going to be dying for it to be higher. I don't think that it's going to go too much higher either. So, but definitely interested in seeing what happens this morning. As far as Jeff is concerned, it's going to come down on us, and that would be great. Capture some of that theta burn from over the weekend, and even some of that delta I'm dealing with right now. But like I said, I'm not too concerned. I'll still have enough buying power to rebuild this account. It's pretty much been blown up on me after holding these since I believe Thursday on some of them. And I think where I made my mistake was I bought some SPY puts for April 5th, and everything else was for April 9th. Yeah, on my Qs, my IWMs. I ended up selling my IWMs. I see you, Jada. Well, I think about FUTUT. We can look at it. But that goes back to why I never buy anything under 7 days on my puts. I'd rather pay a higher premium and have less theta burn than deal with theta burn as heavy as I did with those SPY puts. That really just kind of messed up the momentum for me altogether. So, but moving forward though, looking forward to rebuilding it again. I think it's cool to say, within a month we were able to get our $200 account up to 4,000, but now I want to get it even higher than that and do it twice. Doing it once is one thing, but doing it twice is another. So, looking forward to utilizing that opportunity to be neck and neck with some of you guys in the small account challenge, and basically utilizing options, whether it be on the market or on individual stocks that we do think will run. Based on the markets picking up, they might dip down today, but for the most part, they've been riding on top of their 30 EMAs, and I think there's a large gap on the IWM between. I think there's a gap on everything between where we closed or after hours Friday and where we're at. There is a gap there, but as far as the gap between the EMAs is what I'm looking at the most. And there was some good news in the QQQ section of all this. Tesla produced some better than expected delivery numbers. There's something else I saw over the weekend. Just people reiterating that augmented reality deal that Microsoft has, which is old news for us. We were aware of that last week. There's something else I saw over the weekend. I think there's going to be something to push CCIV this week. Can't remember what I was watching on that. Been a long weekend. I slept a lot. So, anyways, new day, new things. That's what I'm going to focus on. Jada wants to look at FUTUT real quick. We can do that together. Looks like a holdings company. A foreign holdings company, for that matter. So I don't believe I'm going to get any info on fundamentals on TOS. I still need to pick up my TOS, so let me do that. See, we have a few people on YouTube. Thank you for being there. I'm not sure if my numbers are right ever now at this point, because it goes up and it goes down. It's like it'll pick up when somebody originally comes to the channel and watches it, and then it'll like cut that number off for about 5 minutes, and then it'll kick it back in. So whoever's there, thank you for watching, thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, I will be adding the links to join us in our small account challenge if you're interested in learning how to utilize options a little bit more in depth. I've actually been talking with Norok over the weekend, and I expect to continue those conversations to see if he wants to hop on board with us and work on this small account challenge to help people utilize options a lot better. He's actually put out some videos on iron condors. I watched it this morning. It's a great video, good layout and how he did it. And he also talks about implied volatility, implied percentile, and implied rank, or IV percentile and IV rank and stuff like that, and really breaks it down for you. And there's a lot more about those than I do, for the simple fact that my account is not a margin account. I'm restricted with the types of options I'm able to buy. So let me see. I just got my TOS pulled up. Let's see. FUTUT though. Or FUTU. Sorry. More coffee needed. That's what that means. Oh, man. Speaking of Norak now, not sure if he's on. Let me go back to the call. Just trying to keep up with who's here. Maybe we'll pick up my call again. Alright, for one, let me pull out my indicators. Get up there. Looks like it's sitting right on the 50 percentile retracement level. It bounced off of that. Let's do it this way, actually, to be a little more precise. And then looks like we have some resistance around the 171.50. Let me look at my option chain, because it looks like you're more interested with this being such a higher price point. I'm guessing you're referring to this on options. Let's see, which with it being a higher price point, these are going to be higher premiums for these options. There we go. Slow note. Oh, excuse me. Now, J-Dub, you're going to be paying some very expensive premiums on these. And to get something around what we typically pay for, around the $300 to $400 area, you're only going to be making $20 to $30 a dollar up, but this could jump up potentially $18, give or take. So if you multiply that, that's $540 off the trade. So if you were to buy the 170, but this is also on a shorter expiration. This is April 9th, and a 170 out of the money call costs $470, and in the money 155 call costs $950, which will make $50 for every dollar it jumps. And then from there, you multiply that by, just be gracious, $20. You're looking at $1,000 that you would make back, which is your break even at 170. It's a good play. Now, how long is it going to take to get to that price point? Let's look. This is what we're looking like here. And let's do this. Looks like it broke trend already, which calls for the large candlestick that you see here. And then looks like we're going to retest that level potentially. Let's do this. Some to the notion of this. So could pop based on its current trend from last week, where it closed out last week. Could hit about 170 today, but like I said, you're going to be paying high premiums. So you can either go for in the money and make $1,000, or you can go out of the money with this, and you're looking at the 170s, for instance. Do my math right, so I'm not misleading. 170 for the 170 calls have $30 times 18. You can make 540, which is still more than 100%, versus the $53 you would make for in the money at 954. So I like to play. If you got the money to spend on it, thinking up to 175. Good morning, Reg. I see potential short squeeze. What is there? I used to have this set up where you can determine what my FinViz, that is. Custom, let me see. Let's have a gander. $22 of 23. 22 times 4.95 billion in short. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. I think that was much bigger than GameStop. I think when GameStop first started, it was like had a $2 billion valuation or something like that. This is 2x that, 2.5 if anything. I can't remember exactly though, but I think so. Because I was taking those numbers at the time and comparing it to say like Nokia, which was a part of it. And that's why I went after Nokia for the lower the little short squeeze period that we had, because it had a larger market cap, but it also had more shares afloat, which is why it's like four. It was like 450 or something like that when we started. This is much different. Where'd you get that information from? If you don't mind me asking. I see we have a few people on the YouTube stream. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a great Easter, everybody, by the way. I got to talk to Justin about that. Hope you had enjoyed the extra day off from the markets. There was a picture that Red shared with me over the weekend talking about, getting anxious about getting back to the markets and stuff. And I was, but I needed to sleep. And that's pretty much what I did outside of a bunch of yard work. So I hope you all got to enjoy some time with the fams. I made this holiday breakfast myself yesterday and then barbecued. So I woke up, we did a little Easter thing, made our holiday breakfast, ate, went to sleep, woke up, barbecued, ate, and went to sleep again myself. And that was my Easter for the day. And then I was up till 3 o'clock last night. So I got a few more hours of sleep. So I can't really complain about not sleeping at all. But let's see. Yeah, I like it. I like it, J-Dub. I like it a lot. And you've been pretty much on point. I'd like to know where you found this one at. Was it a Meet Kevin again? Dang, up to 175. If you bought the 175, it's currently a bid of 285, but they're asking for $4 on it. That'll give you $25 per dollar it moves, and then 25 times 18 would give you $450 in return. So even if you pay the $400 premium on that, you're still looking at a 100% on the trade. But that's only accounting for it to go to 171. If it goes to 175, we're currently sitting at 153. 175 minus 153 times 25. You're looking at 550 on the trade. So nice if it works out. But once again, this is based on April 9th. If you were to look into the monthly options, which would be April 16th in this case, you're paying about double price. There's a bid on it for $470 right now, and then an ask of 840. Of course, you do have a better delta on that of 33 cents. So, and that with that in mind, 33 cents. Let me do this. Let's see. 175 minus 153 times 33. You're looking at 726. So, it looks like they're, for this one specifically, they're placing the premiums, the ask premiums, right at the amount of what you could almost make off of it if it were to hit these strikes. And it makes sense. Now, if you were to go beyond April 16th, you're getting out of the monthlies back into the weeklies, and I would almost assume you're looking at the same price points, except the ask on it, the bid on it's $5.90 versus, and the ask is $8.90, but you make an extra dollar per dollar, so you're only looking at like $34 a dollar up. But you have a data burn of $36 a day, so that's something to consider as well, if it's worthwhile. Alright. Route for potential calls. Let's have a gander. See what she's looking like. 12, 19. I like that fish hook. Can it hold? Looks like it's having EMA rejections on the daily. Looks like it's fairly brand new stock. Came out end of October. Check the full right. Let's go back to the daily. Losing my voice. No. I can't do a YouTube stream with no voice. Doesn't work that well. Alright. Earnings destroyed it, brought it down. I mean, people were selling into earnings anyways. This was the second earnings report that it had. So, just for FYI, you guys that are in RMO, I would expect the same type of trend. Everybody knows RMO pretty much was getting downward pressure going into their first earnings call or public earnings call. I expect it to pick back up, drop back down for the second one. Just people don't know what to expect. And people selling the earnings anyways. But I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. Just not liking the setup. Looks like it's having some issues. I would almost say around that $14 price range if I'm right. 15 flat, somewhere around there. But had an EMA fake out and didn't even complete it. Typically when you see an EMA fake out, or is when the 13 actually makes it to the 55 and then it comes down. This was kind of rushed, occurred a lot quicker. And so, let's see something. Let's look here. Right below that 50 retracement off the bottom to the peak that it ran into around those 1538s. Trading below that, and then also trading below the EMAs on the 4 hour. It's going to have issues if it can't get back above those. But even doing puts on it, you're only looking at a potential for $1 fallout, $1 or $2 to be precise, $2 or so. Let me see. Let me get precise. $1.70. So you're only going to make a, I don't know. I don't know about this one specifically. As far as doing calls, that is, Justin. And then you're going to have some tight resistance right around that 1518 moving forward, which it got to 1538, and then it had a harmonic wick to the downside and never came back up. So, but it is riding. Excuse me. Coffee. Anyways, it is riding near that 180 on the 1 hour. I don't know if it's gonna bounce down off of it. I would have hoped right at the end of March that once it broke through that 180, that's that spike we saw back to the 1518s, that it would have at least kept support above the 180. That would have been nice, but let's see. If you're looking for calls going into today, we can have a gander at some. See how this is taking a long time to load this morning. Need some coffee too. Looks like IQ is up about 2.28% this morning. It's seen already about 411 million in trades pre-market. Typically a good signal, but in the fact that it's to the upside. But it broke down back on the 24th of March. Hasn't really. We've looked at this. It hasn't really broke back above the 1820s. Should have actually found support there and rode that way, but still trading below the EMAs on the 1 hour. Let me see what the 4 and the daily look like, because that's what my trade setup looks for. Still needs to do some work, but heavily oversold status, as you can see here. Kind of interested in seeing why, actually. See what news came out around then. The 24th, I said. I wonder what happened. I mean, I don't see anything outside of Chinese-based companies trading lower amid tensions between China and major Western countries over human rights concerns. Stock down 15% to below $20. Not sure how much I like that one. It's a lot of a lot of money moving through it. Last time we hit these levels, though, we took off. So it's not the first time it's happened where we took a dump basically and reset, pretty much. So some of these options, if you were to buy any, I'd buy time versus movement, instant movement. And you could potentially buy an in-the-money call for a monthly May 21st for $2.93. You make $74 per dollar it moves, which is nice. And it could easily bounce back to at least somewhere around the 21.33. So $4 times $280. You can make off buying one of these options. So you almost break even. If you can get it below 280, then you will definitely break even, going back to at least the $21 price range. So want to keep in mind for you guys. Want to share that with you. See, we have Mugs in the Discord. Welcome. Good morning. Hope you had a great Easter. I'm going to look at another one. CS. And also keep in mind with the small account challenge and my concern in necessarily buying calls on the markets with them being up, I would be more willing to actually buy options on individual stocks looking further out. Looks like CS may have went through the same thing. Was that around the same time too? 29th. I'm gonna check the news real quick. Why it pulled back. So apparently a hedge fund defaulted on their shorts. Uh, let's see. I'm looking. A lot of news popped out for this on the. It's they warned of significant losses. Um, this and another company, Nomura and Credit Suisse, slide after warning of fallout from U.S. fund. Margin call triggered on Friday on. I can't even state this. Capital management continued to ripple through the markets. Nomura shares skid 16% in Tokyo after it said it had a claim of $2 billion against a U.S. client, while Credit Suisse fell 13% in Zurich after it may suffer a significant loss from a U.S. fund. Morgan Stanley fell in pre-market trade. Deutsche Bank. I guess this is going into the whole fact that hedge funds have to report what their holdings are now, what they're shorting and stuff. I don't know if people are loading up on these, but sure does look like it. Looks great on the 4 hour for breakthrough on the EMA going into the day. 1 hour is going to show green on the lower indicators for the most part. I don't want to see where it sits. It's breaking between its 34 EMA. Potentially has the momentum to pop through that 13 or hit it, find resistance and come back down. I would look for it to find support on the 34 again before it does pop above that 13 EMA. For the most part though, it's looking pretty great on the compression on the 30 minute. I would watch this one. I'll watch this, IQ, and there's another one, BlackBerry being one, and PSFE. As far as our largest liquidity stocks for the day, ACY, which is down 2%, so watch out for that one. Potential for short with all this money going through it. It's seen $1.4 billion in transactions today alone. Looks like it's rounding off on the 30. Still trading below the EMAs. Might have some rejections going on. That record. But if you look at it from a fib retracement, it look something like this. So it's pretty much topping out at the 50. Losing momentum on the lower indicators, but it does have the momentum. It looks like it can swing off that EMA and bounce to that 50 again for a continuation. Who that? What's up, man? Oh yeah, I gotta push the audio through the YouTube stream. 1 second. Don't be screaming on my YouTube live stream, bro.
I'm gonna be screaming.
How you doing, man?
Good, just trying to waiting on this market open so I can close 2 of my positions and buy some more shit.
I saw you had some Roblox calls. I looked at it this morning.
Yeah, I got $174. Kind of bought it out the money.
Yeah. Are they expensive premiums?
I don't remember what I paid for it. I got 2 Blink calls though as well.
Oh, I like Blink.
Blink charging.
Yeah.
I bought a $274 or $174 Roblox call for $165 on Friday.
165. Out of the money. You were out of the money. What?
I was down $32 on Friday, so I should be up now. Nothing crazy. Blink. I was down $86. I should be up on that as well. Looking at this FireEye thing though. The next 2-week play, $125 risk.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Blink though. There's another one too. The
Mogo doing good as well. Well, was doing good. Now it's trying to come down a little bit, but it's $9.99.
$9.99.
For $9.99, you can get you a share of Mogo. Mogo share.
Where? Oh, there
I just dropped all the way back down.
Let's go back to the market real quick.
About 96 on those Blink calls.
Man, I don't even want to look at my account. I blew my account up.
Oof. FEYE.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Okay.
I'm only down $100.
What did I
Nah,
say? $24 calls?
that's nuts.
I'm gonna get 30 of these. 30 calls for 120 bucks.
That's insane. I thought I was gonna be slaughtered today. Oh, okay. Cool. Got that buying power back. All right. So I don't know, man. You think the spot's gonna keep moving higher?
I don't know. It's a long week. It's a long trading week, man. Everyone wants to buy something right now. Everybody's like, yeah, it's time to buy. You know,
403, 403.90 is where it's going to go and come back.
Yeah.
And I just got an FUIE. I couldn't get all my positions filled. I only got 8 calls.
You bought
Now it's
8
going up and
calls
stuff.
of FEYE?
I tried to buy 30 of them, but I only got 8 of them.
How much are you paying per contract?
$5.
That's stupid out of the money then, right?
$24.
It's pulling back because the news.
You bought a $24 out of the money call on something?
416, $24 calls on FEYE. They're $5 a piece, 0.05 per contract. You can buy 30 of them for $100, $120. And it's been consolidating like for the past, I don't know, 3 months.
I've been watching it. Actually, I think I may have done some videos on it, actually. Oh, man.
I think you said it hit your scanners or something around those lines.
Yeah. It's constant. I think it did Friday, too. But, I mean, it's constantly popping in and out. A lot of movement in it. I really thought I was going to have a terrible portfolio today.
It's right now it's sitting on like a big level of support and resistance. So I'm just trying to see if I can get my positions filled. But it's like nobody wants to sell them, dude. Nobody's selling it at that price.
And I have 2 SPY contracts, 2 puts for today, 397 puts. Some things worth $2.50. Man, yes.
My Robinhood's looking weird, man. It's like, what the heck is that noise, man?
I think it's Jeff.
AMC, I just got an alert on AMC.
404.
What? 404.
I think I'm going to buy my put right here.
Let me get $1. Where am I at? I'm at 11.
NNOX was up. I don't know if you saw
Everything.
NNOX was up like 73% the pre-market.
What is it?
NNOX, the Nano X, Imagine something like that.
I ain't never heard of that one before.
Yeah, me neither, bro. Let me look at her. Let me take a gander. NNOX?
I was just still, you never,
Oh,
you know how
yeah.
you trade so much stuff that you could just be like, somebody says a ticker and you're like, I know that one.
Yeah.
I know what they do. Learn new ones every day.
You know companies by their tickers now? You
Bought a
can call them by
404
their...
put.
Oh, I see what you're saying, J-Do. That's nice, bro. You think it's going to fill that gap? It's got options on
Yeah,
it,
I'm
bro.
not sure. It just got approved by FDA.
Oh, man, these premiums are dumb. You're paying
High or low?
$800. Yeah, high. You're paying $840 for an in-the-money put 4 days from now.
I noticed that. You ever notice that? Some of these
Nuts.
puts, they just be really overcharging, bro.
Yeah. Oh, because they know it's up. They know it's gonna come down. You can buy the out of the money put for $55. For
They know it's gonna come down and it's gonna rip right after it comes down. They playing like a fiddle.
Yeah. What happened to 390? 403.90, bro.
Yeah, it broke it, but I bought a 404 put on it for the ninth.
You're a winner.
Yeah.
You're
Look at my account. I'm not such a winner.
looking at your account. You're not such a winner.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna sell these RMO calls while they're positive. Probably could have held them longer, but anyways. Yeah, give me that. Let me sell this. That thing's still ripping there, buddy.
It's all right.
Thing's still a kicking. Whoa, my account just went from 1,200 to 888, bro. What? Got to be a glitch in the system. I think it wasn't calculating my
Wait, what
funds
did you
right.
say?
It went from 1,200 to 888 or 900. I think it was a glitch. It wasn't picking up on my delta and my thetas and stuff. Uh-oh, is that crest I've been waiting on? Come on down. I have 474 to play with.
Yeah, Blink. Watching Blink pretty close. Oh, yeah, bring it up.
Any plays for today for the small challenge?
Dang, Blink dumped hard. Holy shit.
I'm trying to see if... Where are you at now?
Blink is still dumping, dude.
What is going on with my TOS, bro? I think the SPY is topping out right here. I'd be comfy with some
Roblox is cranking.
SPY puts. Is it?
Yeah, it's up $3 right now and going up higher.
Let me get $1.
5% today.
Let me get $1.
Let me get $1.
Let me get $1. Yeah,
I'm just trying to see if Blink's gonna hold this.
I'm looking at the April 12th puts. We could actually buy the April 4th ones, but you're gonna lose $24 a day. Let me look at the April 12th. Yeah, I'm liking the...
I'm on April 9th.
April 9th, yeah, because it's the beginning of the week. We got the rest of the week to ride those out if we needed to. I would do less than 7 days on a put if it was a Monday. If that makes sense. It's the only exception I make. But let's see where our daily trading log is too at the same time. Still sitting in that area of +3, but technically it should be +1 because the European markets are shut down right now. Yeah, so you're going to pay a little bit more on the April 12th. You're going to pay about $50 more for those. So I'm going to go ahead and snatch a small account challenge. We shall do 405 put on SPY, guys.
April 9th?
April 9th. I'm not rushing into it though. I'm gonna see what's happening right here. Looks like it's maxed out though. I was about to flip out, man. Like, hold up. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was breaking 404 already.
Funny to me is like crypto had an insane weekend, but Mara and Riot are both low right now. Well, Ethereum and Polkadot did specifically. I don't know about Bitcoin.
I'm gonna try to buy this above 404, guys. Oh, that's why. The 405 puts above 404. Okay. So April 9th, 405 puts. Only buy it above 404. Come on. A few more pennies. Doesn't look like he's trying to fill for me. I don't know if we're going to make it back above 404. I got it pulled up over here. Let me look. Yeah, I don't think we are.
Well, 403.90 is now a support, so
Where'd you get that from?
it's on the bands.
Ah. Alright, there we go. Back above 404. Come on. Yeah, the 5 minute showing that it's trying to pick up a little bit, but it's so high on the MACD, I don't know how long that's going to last. Come on. 283. We got a lot of buying volume still kicking in on the SPY though. It's just topped out, I think. Oh, look at that IWM though. It's breaking down. Not chasing that one. It's too late.
I'm still in it.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm still holding puts.
Jeez.
Remember, I couldn't get out Thursday.
Oh yeah. How much are you down right now on those?
386 or 368 and 297.
Yazoo's, man. I haven't bought my put on the SPY just yet. What was that, Dylan? What was that, young?
I said I cannot get more of these options that I want, man. Nobody wants to sell them. There's just no one selling them.
Hop in this small account challenge with us, bro. Buy a SPY put 405 for 283, 280 right now. It's gonna fall flat on his face for the next 2 days.
I got capital for it. I'm just like dumbstruck as the fact that I cannot. And the blink is dumping, bro. I don't know what blink it falls in, but
it's under the Q, I think. QQQ.
Like I'm watching a 30-minute, and it's just straight. Like, I mean, we still got some time before the 30-minute bar closes, but right now it's sitting, trying to stay above the old. Was that yesterday? It's got to be though.
Hey, nobody's bought their puts yet on the small account challenge, have you?
Yep.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Let's hold.
No. Yeah, I bought mine as well.
You bought it already?
Yeah.
Norak.
Jeff did.
Norak. What's up, man? I see you lurking.
What's up? Good morning.
How are thou?
It's good.
Wes is alive.
Yeah, I've just been taking a break.
Is that the man, the myth, the legend?
It is. I got a podcast I'm uploading here in a minute.
Oh, look at that.
Word. Where are you doing your podcast at, man?
What was that?
Where do you have your podcast posted at?
I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So do you have
What's
other
you guys
people
trading
on?
this morning?
We're doing our small account
Yeah,
challenge.
my buddy Mike, he's kind of like, he kind of hosts me at his studio.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool.
What are you guys trading?
We're about to do a put for our small account challenge on the SPY. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm YOLOing.
All-time high. I mean, you know, it's not the worst time.
Yeah. Oh, snap. I just messed up. Did it fill my order? No, it didn't. Cancel. Click that button on accident. But no. So we're getting started with our April. We're starting from scratch with about $300 for April on our small account challenge. And this month is going to be different because we're actually going to be doing actual options on individual stocks as well. In the process, and for the most part, we were using options on the markets just so everybody can learn. I don't know if I explained that whole thing to you or not. Just so people can get their hands in it. We started with like $200 last month. It was about mid-month though, so we didn't have a full month range to do it all. And really had the time. A lot of people were dealing with a lot of issues with day trade restrictions and stuff on their Robinhood, so a lot of people transferred over to good old TDA, TOS.
I'm honestly.
If you're trading options, you really have to be on TOS. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm honestly confused right now. This is the first time I've ever tried to buy an option that's out of the money that won't fill, right? It's weird, man.
You are
It's
not
so
playing.
weird. Like anytime I try to buy the money, they fill instantly. But like I'm trying to buy 30 of these calls, and I've only got 8 of them. And
Yeah.
I'm even buying the strike like 23.5 now, and they're still not filling. I don't know if that's telling me something, like somebody knows. I don't know. But like anytime I want to buy an option, they fill. But these, for some reason, don't.
That I think that's
And the
telling you
stock's
something.
down 6 cents today, which is the stock's down 6 cents. So like it would even make more sense.
I think that's
Like
just
to
trying
fill,
to
but
tell you something.
now it doesn't.
What's
I
up,
hope.
man?
Yeah, I hope the stock's gonna rocket to the moon because that's $5 a contract that I could turn into like $400 a contract or some shit.
We're on the live stream, Dylan.
That'd be nice.
What's up, Rich?
Yeah.
We're looking at
You guys hear me?
yeah, John. Is that John?
Yep.
Good
Yeah,
morning,
I'm
man.
having mic problems. Good morning.
If I make some money today, I'll buy you a new mic. Well, I had to buy me a new mic, but my son was like, "Here, I don't even use my mic. You can use this one." I was like, "Cool. Sorry, my boy."
Bunny, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Looking at potentially buying those puts here in a second. We're looking at 405 puts on the SPY for April 9th. That thing's surging though. Glad I waited. I'm watching on the lower
Yes,
time
they
frames.
filled.
So.
I have now.
Woo.
I got them.
It's been battling in orders.
I now have 30 FEYE calls, 416 expiration.
416. You
For
didn't
a
even.
whopping price of 100.
Oh, $100.
Yeah, 416. $100.
What was your strike on
30
it again?
contracts and 23.5 and 24.
23 and a half.
I'm just betting on the consolidation of this will pop up or pop down. So that's it.
$100.
Right now I'm not negative on any of it, and Blink seems to be turning around, which is good.
Yeah, the Q's Q's picking up. It's about 328 right now.
Mogo was looking beautiful, and then it said, "Nah, fam, I'm good."
And that's definitely long term, bro. I love.
Yeah, I got calls until 10:15 on that. So
yeah.
I really want to play Riot and Mara, but that's solely depending on how crypto does, and with the premiums are kind of expensive, so I'm not like.
Ones are coming down. I think I'm about to snatch mine.
Let me look at crypto as a whole right now. Where's Nora?
Nora.
Big Papa, where you at?
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
I'm here. What's up?
How you feel about I'm sure you watched crypto over the weekend, right? Or at least gandered at it. Maybe not Bitcoin specifically, but how you see Ethereum's popped over 2K and Polk. I'm personally in Ethereum and Polkadot, staking them both.
Hey,
Think about that. That'll move on Ethereum.
Hey Dylan, let me interject real quick. I just bought my SPY puts for you guys in the small account challenge. I paid $266 for them. Might not get them that cheap again. Just FYI. Go ahead. I'm gonna make some more coffee while y'all are talking.
Nice.
It's the first time my crypto wallet's been over $3,000.
Crypto just keeps slowly going up. It's good. It's a hold.
Yeah. I like, I don't know, I mean, me and my buddy, we're kind of not like say deep in a polka dot, but he's got a lot, and I've got a pretty good bit as well. I got like, I mean, 31 isn't a lot, but I bought it at 32, and now it's at like 40 something. So, I mean, and Ethereum, I don't even know if it's ever going to be able to. I mean, if I'm ever even going to be able to hold what I have because of the fact that Ethereum 2.0 isn't live and I'm staking it. I can't ever access it again until that goes live. However, it just sticks me in a $1,700 investment forever.
I like the staking principle because it forces people to hold their shit and not trade it and lose it.
Yeah, and I mean the returns on it are amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, that's a beautiful candle on the 30-minute for a blink. I mean, it's still red right now, but the rejection is insane.
Dylan, you said you spent how much on those FYEs?
Hmm?
You paid $100 on those FYEs?
Yeah. FEYE, I paid $100, 100 and like maybe $15 for 30 calls.
For April 16th?
Yeah, April 16th. Well, it cost me $142, but I'm not really too worried about it.
How many did you get? You got 30 of them?
30 of them, yeah. 30 of them, yeah. That's the cheapest YOLO I've ever seen in my life. But if it cranked, bro.
It's gonna cost me $169 again.
Which ones? The 24s?
23s.
Oh, I got the 24s. I got 23s and a half and 24s. Which, I mean, if they even get close to that, they'll be making money.
I'm gonna run it with you.
Hell yeah, brother. Hop in it. I mean, it's just been, I mean, I'm not saying they could sit there and consolidate even longer, but, I mean, last week I think it did go up and smack 20, which is pretty nice. It kind of broke out of that downward trend that it was in. Not like broke out fully, but it did kind of pop back up.
Oh, look at that guy run on me.
Blink, if you look at Blink on the 30, man, that first red candle looked ugly. It dropped from, it was 43, like, I want to say 30, and then it dropped all the way down to 41 and a half, and now it's all the way back up to like 43. So it's just a massive wick.
So what I've been doing mainly is following the DXY to determine its momentum for the most part, and it's broken down to 92.70 right now, but it looks like it might do a double dip on the RSI. This is on the 30, by the way. Probably already conducting that on the 5. Let me see. It hadn't even came out of still status yet. You should be making some money back, Jeff, on those IWMs, huh? Some money, not much, but some. Not sure if you can talk or not.
Yeah, a little here and there.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yes, sir.
I have a serious question for you.
Yeah.
What's your, because I know that you're like an expert on this. What's your opinion on fake boobs?
Well, my wife's got them. Just depends on how much
Hey, hold on.
they go with.
Hey, hold on. We're still on the live stream.
Oh, did you two not like that?
I don't know. I just keep it clean, just to be safe.
Okay, roger that. Okay.
I think they okay swearing now. YouTube. There was some news that came in, I think, a day or two ago.
Well, it's also where newcomers come first, too.
I find, talking about BS helps me trade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It just really depends on how many CCs.
Could be good floating device.
Let's see what's hitting the
What about 4
scanners.
sundial options?
SKN's hitting the scanners right now. DXY is about to bend up, by the way. I might. Ooh, I like that. What are you doing?